Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week starting off? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue spreading the word. So, new series, new games coming up. It's going to be the Yankees versus the Baltimore Orioles. They are going to Camden Yards. So they're going to be in Baltimore for the next 3 days before their day off on Thursday. And Friday, they will host the Tampa Bay Rays. But they got to get through this series against Tampa Bay. But let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Nosebleed. We got Ken. We got Jacob Petruzzi. We got Sunil. We got SGA. Desiree, what is up? Ronnie in the chat as always. What's up? We got Susan in the chat. What is up? What's up? What's up? And we got OG in the chat. What is up? So, the Yankees got done with their series against Toronto. They won 2 out of 3. They won both of their doubleheader games yesterday. So, Yankees bats, Yankees pitching looked really good in that doubleheader. So, let's see what happens when with the Baltimore Orioles. So it does start with Will Warren, who is the starting pitcher today for the New York Yankees, and he will be going against Tomoyuki Sugano, so Japanese pitcher. Sugano is 2-1. 2-1 with a 3.54 ERA. Will Warren right now is 1-0 with a 4.79 ERA. Will Warren, in his last outing against the Guardians, he actually looked really good. What I did notice was that he had good control of his fastball, and it was that fastball was definitely finding the strike zone. Even though he's very well known with his secondary pitches, such as his I'm just reading the comment right now, and I'm just about to laugh, but I'm gonna Ronnie, you're getting a warning from me there, buddy. Watch it. But anyway, Will Warren he did look really good in his last outing against the Guardians, and I noticed that his fastball was finding the strike zone, even though he's really known for his secondary pitches such as the changeup. That changeup is filthy, but that fastball was finding its place. So shout out to Will Warren. And I gave my opinion on Will Warren yesterday when I was on the show with Joe and Ken. So shout out to those guys. Somebody in the chat asked about Will Warren and asked my opinion. And, I know I've talked about Will Warren a few times. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think there's a lot of things that he can do. I think he's, at best, he's a number 3 pitcher. He's showing that he does belong. He's trying to at least show that he does belong. So, I do hope that he is able to go and trend in the right direction. So he is a rookie. You got to manage your expectations. Some games he's going to look good. Other games he's going to look bad. So, obviously, none of the Baltimore Orioles bats have ever faced Will Warren. So this is going to be a, first for both teams. And it's the same thing with the yeah, Ronnie, watch it. I will take your wrench away. I got power, buddy. I'll reward that wrench to somebody else. But Sugano has never pitched against the New York Yankees. The bats have never faced him. So I do think that this will be a very interesting matchup. So we'll see how it all shapes out. I think I do think that the Yankees, honestly, look, I think the Yankees should sweep. If I'm being honest with you, I think the Yankees should sweep. I mean, the Orioles are not really off to a good start to this season. Unfortunately, they're for them, they're 10-17. They're 5th place in the AL East. Their starting rotation right now with the pitching it is it is a little bit shot. So their pitching rotation is not exactly the greatest. So their pitching rotation is in a little bit of trouble. And we'll see how the Yankees bats should do against their pitching. Yankees bats, though, it's been, they've been playing extremely well for the most part. I mean, there's some in those games against the Blue Jays, particularly with game one of the doubleheader. The only home run you saw was the home run from Volpe, and there was runs scored on walks, and then runs scored on just good hitting by the Yankees, which is something I want to see, which I know a lot of us want to see more of, just more of that good, really situational hitting. So hopefully the Yankees bats does come through. Like I said, I do wish that I do feel as though that they should be able to sweep the Baltimore Orioles. But then again, it is the AL East, so you never know what's going to happen. The AL East teams, it's always very competitive. And when it comes to the Yankees, opposing teams, they're always going to play their toughest. So, this could be one of those games where the Orioles show up and the Yankees just have no answer. So we'll see how game one of this series plays out. I'll bring up the lineup for the New York Yankees. Also bring up the lineup for the Orioles too, so we can talk about the lineup and see how everybody feels. But this is the Yankees lineup right here. I'll make this full screen. So we do have Trent Grisham leading things off. He'll be playing center field. Aaron Judge batting second. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger batting third. He'll be playing left field. Paul Goldschmidt is batting cleanup. He'll be playing first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Anthony Volpe will be batting sixth, playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish today. He'll be batting seventh. Jason Dominguez is DHing in today's game. He'll be batting eighth. Oswald Peraza is taking over third base duties. He'll be batting ninth. And you got Will Warren on the mound. But let me know how you all feel about this lineup. Let me know how you all feel about Will Warren. We'll get into the predictions here momentarily. But once again, the lineup, I know we've been having our own opinions about the lineup, but this is, I don't want to see Jazz batting fifth. I don't want to see Volpe batting sixth. Right. I don't want to see either one of these guys batting fifth or sixth until they start improving. So, you got to move Dominguez up to the number 5 spot. Then I would say Austin Wells after that, right, at 6, and then put Jazz at 7, Volpe at 8. So let's just hope that this lineup could come through. But that's something that I would change with this lineup. So it's just moving Jazz and Volpe down in the bottom of the lineup. That's what I would do, right? But let me know what you all think. And I'm just looking at the comments here. I'm looking at comments that are worth reading. So hint, hint. But I'll look at Ken's comment here. He says Yankees killer Cedric Mullins is batting .279. Next highest average with .220 from Henderson. Always have a I was reading the stats on that. It's a -39 run differential. So once again, Orioles are not having a great season. So so far, but you never know what's going to happen. And we got Brad in the building. I didn't even see Brad. Bill is in the building. Jacob, I'm thinking about taking your wrench away there, buddy. You better watch it. There's a couple of you. So Spinning Mantis says Jazz and Volpe down, Jason Wells up. Yeah, so you agree with that, Spinning Mantis? Yeah, that's what I would do. Because Goldschmidt just swings at everything. Volpe, doesn't know what to swing at, honestly. I mean, Sometimes there's a pitch that he absolutely should swing at, but doesn't. But yeah, man, it's frustrating. OG says Yankees fans are the most intelligent, no patience for losers like D-back Williams. And let me know how you feel about the Yankees thought. Yeah, well, I know you're not a big fan of Ace, but let's not even go there. Tyler O'Neill's just got put on the IL for the O's. Oh boy. So the injuries continue for the Baltimore Orioles. Is that what I'm understanding? That is wild work. So crazy. Oh, I'm threatening there, Ronnie. Like I said, man, you think I'm bluffing? Don't play with me. Bill says absolutely move Volpe and Jazz down in the lineup. They absolutely need to be moved down in the lineup. They need to be on the bottom of the lineup, no doubt. But yeah, the Orioles though. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? The Orioles, like I said, they haven't really made a lot of acquisitions in the offseason. My biggest concern with them was the pitching. And clearly the pitching is a bit of an issue. They have injuries to their pitchers, or especially their rotation. So, the Yankees bats should be able to do some damage here. You should be able to do some damage here. So, I will see that. OG says Volpe will be fine hitting 6th or 7th. Like I said, he needs to be moved to 7th or 8th. So, Sunil, okay. But let's pull up the Orioles lineup here real quick. So Ozil, yes. So Eflin, Rodriguez, Rogers, Poteet, Kittredge, five arms are out. That is a lot of freaking arms. That is a lot of arms, man. That is a lot of arms. That's quite a few arms. And not to mention, they didn't sign any arms during the offseason except for who? Charlie Morton. I mean, that's not gonna really help them out that much. And I wish I had Back It Up Binge podcast on here because I really wanted to get him on here for the pregame. However, he wasn't feeling well, so we'll get him on the next time. And Rodney coming through. I guess Ronnie felt like he was in a generous mood today, coming through with the Strike Zone membership. Shout out to you. That one's gonna. I'll still take your wrench, but that one's gonna get a round of applause. So, round of applause for Ronnie. Don't worry, let's go take. But who is the recipient of that membership? It is David Lopez. There you go. So David Lopez is the recipient of that membership. So congrats to you there, David. You're a member of the Strike Zone. So there you go. Shout out to Rodney. But Ronnie's the man. Yeah, well, you know what, man? I learned from the best there, Rodney. I learned from you. If that comment was to me, I don't know if that comment was to me, but if it was, I learned from you. So, but anyway, let's pull up the Orioles lineup. Let's see what we got here. I do want to try and share more of opposing teams' lineups so we can talk about it. So let's see what we got here. Here we go. That's the lineup right there. What's up, Dev? How's it going for the Orioles? So we got Mullins, Henderson, Rushman, O'Hearn, Mountcastle, Kerstead, Urias, Holiday, Laureano. Starting pitcher, Sugano. Hey, and speaking of which, I just brought your name up, man. We got JB from the Back It Up Binge podcast. What is going on, man? What is up? How are you feeling? I know we talked a couple of days ago. You weren't feeling good. Are you feeling a little bit better? If you can, let me know in the chat, man. How are you feeling about the Orioles? But let me know how you're feeling first and foremost. I know you were feeling under the weather. So But what's up there, JB? Always a pleasure to see you. So that is my Baltimore Orioles friend. So it's always great to see you in the chat. But hopefully you're feeling better there. I Beagle, I wanted to get him on here. I did, but he got in touch with me a couple of days ago, but was not able to come on with me because, like I said, he was not feeling well. So I'll get him on in the next series. So let's just hope that I could get him on. He's a really cool guy. Knows baseball. Knows the Orioles. He knows his stuff. Yo, SGA. There's just a heads up, SGA. Ronnie's not going to get banned. He's not getting banned. I'll take his wrench away, but he's still not going to get banned. just fair warning. But anyway, that is the Orioles lineup. So obviously the bats are good. Their record is not great, but let's just hope that the Yankees do what they're supposed to, right? Let's just hope that the Orioles don't pick today to show up and play well against the Yankees. So let's just see. Let's see how this game turns out. But let's get into these predictions, people. But actually, before I get into these predictions, I want to talk about real quick the Devin Williams situation. Now, I didn't really talk a lot about the Devin Williams situation, right? We all know that Devin Williams is taken out of the closer role, so it's gonna be a while till he gets back into the closer role. So the thing with Devin Williams, we know he's been struggling, right? We've heard the story of Devin Williams historically struggling in March or April, but I feel like this is a much different scenario, right? I mean, I don't think we've ever seen Devin Williams struggle this bad. So I believe that Devin Williams taken out of the closer role was the correct decision. And, he needs to get, work on his craft. I'm sure he'll get back to the closing situation once he gets better. Right. And he acknowledged that. He acknowledged the fact that, he hasn't been pitching well. And as far as getting back to the closer role, it's going to take a minute. So, he knows what he needs to improve on. He has acknowledged it. At least we can appreciate that. And back it up, Binge. Okay, what's JB saying here? He's saying getting better. Thanks. Always have a shot with two Yanks righties. Sugano's doing good. Westberg is hurt and Adley's nicked. Orioles cannot string hits. Gunner's starting to hit again. Yeah, it's been a difficult one there for your boys, man. I definitely did not expect this kind of start from them. I'll be honest with you. And let's see, back it up. JB saying Orioles have the lowest batting average for balls hit and play. Yanks could very well sweep. I think they should be able to, but then again, it is baseball. You never know what's going to happen. And, I hate to say it, but we've seen the Yankees make some simple mistakes and not come through, especially, how many times have we seen it in games where they don't score with runners in scoring position, although they looked really good in that series against Toronto, particularly with that double play. But as far as Devin Williams, I want to just kind of read his quote here. He says, with the way things have gone recently, it's not really shocked me. Being the closer is a position you have to earn, and you have to keep earning it to continue to be in that role. So lately, I haven't been doing that. It's disappointing. You work for years to get to that point, and to have that taken away from you, it's not a fun feeling at all. But I can't say it's undeserved. So, he's acknowledged that he hasn't been able to come through for his team. So, and we know that, right? We know he hasn't been. But at least he admitted it. He's not making excuses. And Boone took action, right? Aaron Boone did take action. He didn't wait. He didn't wait and say, you know what, let's just wait it out. He'll turn it around, right? It's not like he got the Clay Holmes treatment. he just said, you know what, that's it. We can't, after some bad outings, we need to take you out of these outings or take you out of your closer role and put you in a different role so you get better. Then, we'll figure it out after you work on your mechanics, right? So, like I said, good for Boone. Good for Boone. And then Boone put it. Did he even pitch yesterday, Devin Williams? Chua, you should be worried. I'm not worried about it, but you as an Orioles fan, you should definitely be worried. But like I was saying, though, Luke Weaver is going to be your closer. So, which I know we're all happy to see that. Luke Weaver's a beast on the mound. He jokes around, he plays around, but when it's time to be serious, he gets serious. So, let's just hope. But first and foremost, let's just hope Williams can get back to the pitcher that he was, and let's see if he could get back into that closer role. I would love to see him in that closer role, but let's see how he does. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is perfect. Bill and Nosebleed are in the chat together, so it's about freaking time because I know the Nosebleed wants to get rid of those tickets. You two need to get in touch with each other, so try to get that figured out. Let me see. JB from Back It Up Binge is adding here. Gibson announced as Game 2 starter for Orioles. First appearance in 2025. So there you go. Thank you for that. So Gibson versus Rodon tomorrow. All starting pitchers are a mess overall. Bullpen has been strong except for Snell, Perez. Watch Holiday also looking confident. Yeah, look, there's bats in that lineup that look, that I'm a little worried about that are good. Bullpen, like you said, it's been solid for you guys except for Perez. The rotation is the biggest problem for you guys right now. You know that though. I'm pretty certain we've talked about it, but the rotation has been a problem. They once again, the front office for you guys, man, just did nothing for the Orioles, for in terms of pitching. They did absolutely nothing for pitching. So, they lost out on Corbin Burns. So, yeah, man, that just, I don't know what the front office was doing, but I'm a little shocked. That they're in 5th place in the division right now. They're 10-17, but then again, the season is still young. You never know what's going to happen. Brian Fleury adds that Grisham's been amazing. I completely agree. What's up, Jared? How is it going? So, but yeah, let's get into these predictions, people. Let's get into these predictions. What does Will Warren do today? The wall moved in. I did hear about that. Let's see if Judge can take advantage. Good luck tonight, everyone. Well, I appreciate it there, JB. Feel better. Feel better. Hopefully things get better for you. Recover from that sickness. It's ugly, man. But yeah, feel better, man. I do want to get you on one of the pre-games for the next series. And what's Susan saying here? I saw her. I'm more concerned about our bats coming alive than I am with Will Warren's pitching. Well, yeah. So let's hope. I think the bats will come through. There's a few guys that I'm looking at that worry me, but let's see what happens. Billow, they are in Camden Yards. Susan's prediction here for Will Warren. She's saying 5 innings, 2 runs, 3 walks. How many strikeouts do you think? Jared says 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Cool. And let's see the Will Warren predictions, people. Billow says 5 Ks for Warren. It's about what I'm thinking for Warren. Yeah, they did. They did move the fences in Camden Yards. It's just like what JB said here, that the wall moved in. So that's what he was talking about. Ronnie says 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Copy. I got about 5 strikeouts for Will Warren. I think he could go 5 strikeouts. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. I'll give him 5 1/3. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 1/3. And I think he will give up. I think he'll give up 2 runs. How many strikeouts for Sugano? I don't know. Chua, you tell me. You tell me. Go ahead and make your Orioles predictions there. Not that easy to homer anymore. Yeah. Bill O's going 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs. Okay. Sunil's going 5 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, over 95 pitches thrown. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm giving him 5 1/3. Yeah, Mountcastle hits well against the Yankees usually, right? Mountcastle. I mean, got to watch out for, Urias he's another one. O'Hearn, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson. I mean, these guys can hit. I mean, they got Jackson Holiday. They're young star. They have a lot of they got a lot of pesky teams. I appreciate their Giku. Stephen B says 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs. Cool. So that one's for Bill O. Nosebleed's going 4 2/3, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 runs. So Chua thinks Sugano's going to go 9 strikeouts and 2 walks, 1 hit, no errors. Okay. He's not going to give up any runs. Is that what you're telling me? I got you. I hope our defense is not lackluster. I mean, if this was 2024, Susan, I would I would be saying that right now. But our defense, the Yankees defense has looked a lot better this season than last season. Yeah, they're still making some some bad plays, but it's not as bad as it was last year. So I'm glad this defense is looking a lot better. I know some guys are not coming through with the bat, but at least they're coming through on the defense. And I can't ask for anything more. I hope he goes yard. I hope he goes yard. Roddy. All I could do was laugh at that. Not respecting my elders. Get out of here. Yeah, last season when it came to the Yankees defense, it was terrible. Every time a ground ball was hit, I would I would like look away. Cool. So shout out to Brad for sending me this. This was a tweet by Gary Phillips. Some Yankees injuries updates for non-updates in some cases from Aaron Boone. No new plans for Giancarlo Stanton. He stayed back in New York to continue ramping up. What up, Pito? And then Jonathan Loaisiga is still a few weeks away from joining the team. We'll have to get in back-to-back games before that. Boone doesn't necessarily view him as a one-inning guy. Marcus Stroman is still dealing with knee stuff. Luis Hill felt fine today after starting his throwing program yesterday. Scott Efros, which, I at this point, I don't know why he's still on the team, is getting ready to throw live. So nothing new on JT Brewbreaker. I know there was and thanks, Brad, for that. And I know there was nothing on DJ, but we know he is well, as far as DJ LeMahieu, he's played in rehab games. He's been looking good in the rehab games. So But thank you for that. Oh, Jared's going to tomorrow's game? Sweet. That should be fun. Oh, today's Volpe's birthday? It is Volpe's birthday, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe he might be an extra motivation for him to do well. Maybe he goes for 2 for 2. Who knows? 2 for 3, 3 for 4. You know, if he goes 2 for 3, I'll take that from him. So, but what do we got? We talked about the predictions for Warren. What do we got for home runs today, people? Nosebleed's going 2 for 4 with a home run. Sweet. I think he'll go. I think he'll go 2 for 3. That's what I think. But what do we got for home runs? Who's hitting a home run today? OG says Rice is hitting a home run. Jared is saying the same thing. Jared's also adding Grisham. Jared said Judge, Rice. OG says Rice. Stephen B says Judge and Dominguez. Jared's adding Grisham. Trent with a home run from Susan. Wells for a home run from Pito. Volpe and Trent from Nosebleed. I think Judge is going to hit one. I think he's going to knock one out of the park today. I got Judge, and I got – who else I got? Judge. I think Dominguez is going to hit one. I'm going to go Judge, the Martian. You know what? I'm going to go for the birthday boy. I'm going to go Volpe. So Judge, Martian, and Volpe. That's who I got. That's who those are my picks. That's it. Judge, Grisham, and Dominguez from Desiree. Next weekend, you're on call. Boo! That sucks, Stephen B. Peraza as a wild card. Okay, so Peraza is a wild card. I guess if I was to pick a wild card, if we're talking wild card, yeah, Peraza is a good pick for a wild card. I like Peraza. Susan says she's a gambler. Okay. So Sunil says home runs by Judge, Dominguez, Goldschmidt, Volpe, Wells, sleeper, Jazz, since that's what he's always trying to do. True. Ronnie says Volpe, a broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah, want to see what the birthday boy could do. What's up, Frederick? We got the other Jacob in here. I wonder what Jacob Frederick looks like, and I wonder if he looks like Jacob Petruzzi. I'm going to put them as twins. You're at your brother's game? Well, have fun with that, man. Have fun with that. Doran says thinks that Rice will hit a pinch hit home run. I'd like to see that. I like Peraza's wild card. Yes. Yeah, they're the new twins, Jacob Frederick and Jacob Petruzzi. Those are definitely your new twins. Same name and everything. Ronnie's wild card is Jazz. No doubt, Ronnie. I was going to say something, but I'll shut my mouth. Go Avalanche? Yeah, I'm rooting for the Avs. Since the Rangers are not in it. Definitely rooting for the Avs for the Stanley Cup. No doubt about it. But that's funny. But like I said, like I always say, Stephen B, Ace and I look nothing alike, man. Shout out to Ace. But me and him look nothing alike. Nowhere. Zilch. Nada. But let's get into the double plays. Nosebleed coming through with the double play call. He's saying one double play. Jazz goes 1 for 4, a stolen base and an RBI. What do we got for double plays? Doran says Cabrera is running away with the third base job right now. Peraza is only on his last legs, in your opinion. I think he's getting traded along the next bullpen casualty when Loaiza is good to go. It'll be interesting to see what moves they make, man. I really am interested to see. Jared thinks 0. Susan says 2. Ronnie says 3. You know, Yankees have been a lot better when not hitting into a lot of double plays. Chua thinks the Yankees are going to hit into 4. Okay. That's wild work. I think double play wise, you know what? I'm gonna say 1. I'm gonna say 1. And Stephen B says 0. Okay. And Sunil coming through with another DJ joke. I'm not going to even say it. I'm just going to give you a thumbs down. Desiree says 2 double plays. Jerry thinks the Orioles will hit into 3. I don't know, man. There's some boys in that team that could run. They got some speed on them. But I think the Yankees will hit into 1. I'm going to say 1 double play. 1 double play. That's what I got. And what do we got for the Jazz Chisholm predictions? Oh, no soundboard? Oh, you tempted me, Rodney. Don't tempt me. Let's see. What up, Cruise Control? How's it going, man? Sunil. That dad joke. Thumbs down. Jazz caught stealing. I think Jazz is going to go like 1 for 3. I really think Jazz will go 1 for 3. I think they were shocked that I don't know why they went Gomez. Well, I'm not. I mean, I don't know why the Yankees would be shocked. I know a lot of his fans were not shocked. Cruise Control says Jazz Chisholm pimps 2 homers. So if that happens, bro, wow. Jazz caught stealing, Susan says. Sunil says Jazz output tonight 2 for 4 and a home run and a double, 2 RBIs. Okay, so you got some hope there for Sunil or for Jazz. Jazz 2 total bases. Jazz is going to hit. So Doran says Jazz is going to hit 2 singles today, 2 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. Okay. So 2 for 4 today, then, is what you're saying there, Doran? Jackson Holiday will still probably. Sure, he'll attempt it. Bill, did you and Nosebleed exchange emails? Let me know, man, because I want you to get those tickets. I want to meet you. And we got Max Coverage TV in the building. What up, Max? How's life, man? How are you doing? Let me guess, you just got home from work. Gonna get ready for the play-by-play. Right? Am I right? Talk to me, man. How do you think the Yankees are gonna do today? You got Will Warren versus Sugano. That's your pitching matchup. I don't know if you saw the lineup or not either. We got the other Bill in the building. We got real Bill P. So I dig it. Jazz is going 1 for 3, a walk and a hit and an RBI. Doran thinks he's breaking out of the slump. I'd hope. With the torpedo bats in play, Baltimore is going to have those Amazon Alexa walls all around the outfield. Sure. Whatever you say there, Sunil. Don't tempt yourself with Nah, don't time out, Sunil. Don't time him out. But yeah, what's he saying? Life is definitely lifing, bro. And yes, you are 1,000% correct. See, man, I kind of know your schedule. Man. But that's what's up, man. But yo, if you can, do me a favor. Drop your predictions for Will Warren. How does he do today? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What is Will Warren's how does Jazz Chisholm do? Because we have a Jazz Chisholm thing here. So how does Jazz Chisholm do? And who hits a home run for the Yankees, bro? Let me know. Sweet. All right, cool. I'm glad. Yeah, if Sunil gets a wrench, everybody watch out. Yeah, Baltimore. I mean, yeah, they're. I didn't know. I didn't know it was third worst. I know they had one of the worst records. That's wild work. Max is saying Yankees will win 2 out of 3 over those nasty birds. You don't think a sweep, man? I think they should be able to sweep 2 out of 3. I could see, but they should be able to sweep those guys. But Baltimore, they we all know they like to play the Yankees hard. We all know that. Will Warren have a quality start today? 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, a run, 3. Okay, nice. 4 2/3 for Max, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Okay. Jazz will walk and get caught stealing. All right. Sunil says if the strike zone internet might be offline for the foreseeable future. Yeah, if I make you a mod, yeah, internet will go offline. And then this is what I'm going to be playing if it does go offline. And this is for you, Rodney, just because. Just because. You all want to run your mouth. Now the soundboard is being played. Oh, man. Brad sent me another thing. All right. Let's see what he sent me for worst records. Because the Colorado Rockies haven't won. Because the Colorado Rockies haven't won their division in a singular time since their birth in 1993. That's why the year, there it is, released by Tag Team. Oh, dang. So, the Rockies, they're 4-23. The White Sox are 7-21. The Orioles are 10-17. Pittsburgh 11-18. Minnesota's 12-16. St. Louis, same record. That's some pretty bad records, man. 4-23. That is wild work. Max says Wells is hitting a home run tonight. He's calling it. Nice. Don't worry about it, Rodney. You're not going nowhere, so. But scores today, people, what do we got for scores? What's going to be the score in today's game? Are we expecting a high-scoring game, a low-scoring game? How are we feeling? Pito's got Wells, too. All right. Yeah, Sunil, I didn't expect the Rockies to be this bad. My God. So that means when the Yankees come here to Colorado, they should be crushing them. One would hope, which I cannot wait for those games, man. It's coming. It's coming real quick. Real fast. Let's go. Stephen B says 7-2. Jared says 8-3. Ronnie says 9-2. 14-4 from Sunil. Whew. Okay. Max is saying 7-4. Okay. All right. Fast tracking. Dude, Heston Cunningham are killing it down there, Dorn. Bill O says that Judge Dominguez and Peraza homers tonight for sure. Desiree says 7-2. Yeah, Stephen B, you never know. Over-under is 8. Pito says 7-4. Nosebleed says 7-5. Yeah, if they get swept in Colorado there, Brad, oh, my God. I don't know if I'll ever attend another Yankees Rockies game at freaking Coors Field. Oh, God. 13 shots for Bill O. That's Max's prediction for Bill. Dorian says that the Yankees will win 8-4. You also predict that Devin Williams will pitch a clean inning. I hope. Ronnie's going to riot. Oh, boy. Yeah, the cops are going to show up now. 8+ runs tonight for the Yankees, 3 runs for Baltimore, so 8-3 for Bill. Score prediction. I'll say 6-4. I'll say 6-4. I got the kid hitting a go ahead home run from the top of the ninth. The Yankees hold on 6-5. Who's the kid there, Robert? Which kid are you referring to? As you should be if they lose tonight there, Chua. I can't blame you. Who's not? Wait. Yeah, if you're referring to Devin Williams, he ain't going nowhere. He's on the team. That's it. Blending into the crowd. Oh, you're talking about Volpe there, Robert? Okay, I wasn't sure who the kid was, so that's cool. All right, I hope your prediction comes true. Ronnie says we better enjoy this. Strikers coming. Yeah, probably. Probably the way things are going. The hope is that once the weather heat. Yeah, one would hope there, Doran. One would hope, but this was been some bad outings though for Williams. Oh yeah, Volpe, the birthday. I mean, I got him hitting a home run. I got Volpe. Who did I say? Volpe, Judge, and I don't even remember who I said. Ha, that's funny. Oh, Dominguez, the Martian. Ha, yes. And Peraza being the wild card. But cool. Yeah, Dorn, there's been some I mean it's not for sure, right? But they're talking about a strike coming. They're talking about a strike coming for next season, perhaps. Hey, Bill. If you don't mind, because I got a message here from Nosebleed section. He said that he didn't get an email, or he didn't see your email in the chat. Or if you want, I could tell you my email address. You can send me an email. I'll send it to Nosebleed. Just let me know, bro. Let's see. Ronnie says lockout is more like it. I don't know. These contracts are getting out of hand. I know. A lot of owners. They're not happy. I'm sure they're not happy about a lot of things right now. But all I will say is that all I will say is that there will not be a salary cap in baseball. So there's no way. If there's a salary cap in baseball, the players will be on strike and forget it. So while Soto's dealing Ohtani's, I mean the $700+ million deals for Ohtani and Soto. Yeah, I mean the contracts are nuts, but it's just like when the first $1 million contract was handed out. It's pretty wild work. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that needs to change. I know people talk about, folks like to talk about, salary cap, but I don't think there'll ever be a salary cap in Major League Baseball. I'd be shocked. Oh, Ronnie, no doubt. What's up, Dee's channel? How's it going? Well, Judge's $360 million contract, that is as team friendly as it can get, man. So I'm doing well there, Dee's channel. How are you? And Bill O, let me know if you want my email address. That way you can email me, and I'll forward your email to Nosebleed. Robert is telling me he just finished his perfectly grilled New York Yankees strip steak on my favorite salad. Yeah, food is great. Yes. Yeah, Bill. No cap, but need a minimum. That team. Oh, absolutely. But that's a conversation for a different day. But food, people, Let's talk about food. We know that's everybody's favorite segment. So, what are you all cooking up? What are you all eating? Let me know. What's everybody snacking on? Your fridge busted? Uh-oh, that's not good. No food? So you're gonna starve, Dorian? Max says he's eating bread. He's poor. I'm sorry. Cabbage salad with grilled chicken, pork chops, rice, and veggie. Vegetarian Mondays for Sunil. Okay. I am getting a new fridge tomorrow. All the food went kaput. Oh, sorry, man. How old was your fridge? Yeah, Brad. I figured it's way early for you. So Bill O, my email address. It's all one word. It's the strike zone, the number 2 at gmail.com. All right. Once again, the strike zone, the number 2 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll check it. Just let me know you sent it. I'll check it real quick. That way I know I got it. And let's see. Desiree says steak, sweet potatoes, and cucumber salad. Oh, that sounds really good. Salad and chicken. 12 years old? Yeah. Sounds like it was on his last legs there, man. Yeah. 12 years is still good. Ronnie doesn't know. Bill hasn't made up his mind yet. Indeed, you did there, Dorn. Steak quesadilla for Jared. I have no idea what I'm going to eat. I haven't eaten nothing all day. Just haven't had an appetite. Don't know what I want to eat. I don't even know what sounds good to me right now. So, yeah, I might just call this game hungry. But yeah, I haven't eaten anything. I'm just not hungry. So, no idea. All right, cool, Bill. National Barbecue Day. Okay. All right. What milk you guys? No, I'm feeling good, Max. Just sometimes I just don't get an appetite, man. I just don't. Like I could go. There's days where I could go without eating, and it's not a problem. So that's just me, man. The only thing I had was like a cup of coffee. Susan went to IHOP. Nice. Asparagus, so something with that. I mean, asparagus and chicken. I don't know, Bill. Asparagus is good. Stuff the lamb with herbs and onions and garlic and rice. That sounds really good there, Doran. Whole lamb and rotisserie. Yo, I'm all about the lamb meat. I love lamb meat. Ronnie says Five Guys. Five Guys sounds good. Is either Cyborg on his sleep habits or he's 300 pounds when he talks about food. We're seeing AI avatar and him. Boo! Just playing. Yeah, Five Guys is definitely costly, but it's good on occasion. Sounds like Greek Easter with the lamb talk from Nosebleed. Yeah, I know Greeks definitely do a lot of lamb. Bill O says maybe throw a pork shoulder on the smoker with a baked potato and grilled asparagus. Okay. Lamb chops on the grill? No way, man. Yeah, my family makes some really good lamb chops, and there's this Brazilian steakhouse that I go to, and I get some lamb chops from there. And oh my God, so freaking tasty. No doubt, Dorn. I can't eat Mary's little friend. Well, you're missing out there, Rodney. That's all I'm going to say. Well, steak on the grill is always amazing. Yeah, Sunil. One of the few times I actually like sit down and watch a movie. I don't want. I mean, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I don't watch like a lot of TV shows and nothing like that. And yeah. Top 3 cuisines are Vietnamese, Italian, and Ottoman. All right, Dorn. Yeah, I'm biased and say Turkish is my favorite. I'm completely biased in that. And then I don't even know what would be next. Well, probably after Turkish, I do like Indian. I do like Indian. Yeah, I don't eat seafood. Oh well, sue me. Fogo de Chao? No, I've never been to Fogo de Chao. I've been to Texas State, Brazil, Susan. I've been to Texas State, Brazil, and that's a fantastic steakhouse. I heard the same thing about Fogo de Chao, though. I hear Fogo de Chao is really, really good. Yeah, Brazilian grill food. Yeah, Dorn. I mean Turkish Ottoman. I remember you said you cooked something. It was something Turkish. Um, and I was very familiar with what you cooked there, Dorn. Oh, nice, Susan. Brazilian grilled oxtails. I've never had Brazilian grilled oxtails. Jamaican food. I can't really say I've ever had Jamaican food. You got to understand my household. We I mean it was the meat dish with vegetables. I think that's what it was there, Dorian. Just give me the beef. Yeah, no doubt, Ronnie. But yeah, no, I'm a when I was growing up, my parents were not really. I mean, they've tried other foods, but it was strict. But it was always strictly whatever, whatever they cooked. So and my mother is very like old school when it comes to food. Jared, oh yeah, Stephen B, you were in Jamaica. That's right. No doubt. But yeah, all this food talk now I'm getting hungry. So, but I don't know what I want to eat. I have no idea what I want to eat, man. Yo, Theo, what's up? And we got Nathaniel Isaac in the building. What's up there, gents? For those of us observing vegetarianism from time to time, the strike zone, is there any beyond varieties available out there? There is, if you're asking if there's vegetarian options when it comes to Turkish food, the answer is yes. I'm good, Nathaniel. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How's life? We're just over here. We just got done making predictions for the Yankees and seeing how they're going to do in the game tonight. Also, how talking about food like we always do, and the food conversations are all over the place. Yeah, also have to try Bohemian stewed. Yeah, well, the only problem is I don't eat pork, but if we can substitute pork for something else, I'd be down. Oh, I know all about Beatty there, Susan. That is a staple in Brooklyn. That is a staple in Brooklyn. I mean, he's all right there, Theo. He's 2-1. He's got a 2-1 record. So, uh, Karnayadak Doran says, yes, you made meat and egg. Nice. That see, that is my thing. Like my mother does an extremely good job with Karnayadak, no doubt. She does really good with that. Oh, closed 2 years ago. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Chicken? I'd be down to try it with chicken. Oh, I'm sure what it is amazing, Doran. No doubt. It is so good. It is so good. Yeah, we love eggplants. Theo is asking me what made me a Yankees fan. Well, my older brothers were Yankees fans, and I started watching Yankees games, and then a lot of the people that I grew up with in my neighborhood, in my old neighborhood, they were Yankees fans. So, yeah, I mean that's what got me into it, man. And uh, also for me personally, it was just watching Bernie Williams play. Like that was my guy, and he still is my guy. What's up, Scotto? Perfect weather here in NYC. Good, man. Yeah, the weather here in Colorado, it's a little bit on the cooler side. Now it just got cloudy, a little bit of wind. Got you, Nathaniel. Beyond Sausage Pizza. No, I've never had that. Torrance says he remember losing it when Thurman Munson is. You remember your brother losing it when Thurman Munson died? Wow. Imagine that. Yeah. I don't know. I will always say, my condolences, but I'll, to the families, but it's, if a player loses their life or whoever, but I'm not going to lose my mind though. I mean, if it was family, different story, but hey, to each their own. I'm not here to judge nobody. Ronnie says, Guidry, Munson, Reggie. Ronnie says he cried. Well, again, to each their own. Everybody reacts differently. But, once again, that's my take. Brother was a catcher in Little League. Okay. Impossible Burger on the Burger King menu. Are you a vegetarian now, Sunil? Is that what I'm getting at? Well, Thurman Munson was a beloved Yankee, man. Thurman Munson was a beloved Yankee. I know a lot of fans. A lot of fans loved him. He had a lot of love, a lot of support from the fans, from his teammates. So, yeah, man. Gator, Munson, Reggie, Chambliss, Rivers, Pinella, and White. Oh, we're going way back. Dorn was born in 74. Okay. Yeah, so I got two brothers that are older than you there, Dorn. And then you're 2 years older than one of my older brothers. So thanks, Chua. You're the man. Yeah. A lot. There's some of you in the chat that got to see the players that I wish I got to see. But obviously I was born much later. But yeah. What's up, Ray? Sunil says, but there are certain festivals on the Indian calendar or more regular on a weekly basis. Mondays are observed as vegetarian days. Good to know. Well, the 80s sucked for the Yankees, man. I know the 80s were a terrible year because they didn't win a World Series. They didn't do anything, right? They won the World Series in 78, and then they went on a long drought of not winning a World Series. Bill is 56. All right. Mattingly and Winfield. I mean, those were your highlights, right? Like I said, they won a World Series in 98 or 78 and then didn't win their next one till 96. That's bad. Bad times. Yeah, I saw Mattingly when I was a kid. I did see Mattingly when I was a kid. So I was at least a little bit fortunate to see him play when I was a kid, and then Bernie, into my like late teens, early adult, I got to see him play. But I remember, I do remember Bernie Williams though, for sure, for sure. When you worked, the Yankees were awful. They give us all free. Wow, things are that bad. Yeah, Scotto. I mean, Donnie Baseball was a big deal for everybody, but yeah, we're going down memory lane now. But we'll talk more about this. I would love to get a live stream where I can get a bunch of you folks on, and talk about the old times, and and we could talk about the strike or potential strike or a lockout. Max, I am 38 years old, bro. I'll be 39 in October. Actually, I'll be 39 in 6 months. Yeah, open panel. It'll be an open panel. It'll be an open panel. I'm not gonna say when and where. The way I'm gonna do open panels now, it's not gonna be planned. It's gonna be surprise. It's gonna be surprises. So I'm not gonna announce when I'm gonna do it. It's when I'm gonna be doing the open panels. So just tune in, and if it happens, it happens. If not, then maybe next time. But yeah, Max, I'm 38. I'll be 39 in October. Oh, well, I appreciate the kind words, Max. How old did you think I was? I mean, I'll take it. I've had a few people tell me I look younger, but hey, I'll let them be the judge. I mean, Doran, with the old stadium, didn't they have to renovate it a few times? At one point, didn't like the roof fall off or something? I mean, that's kind of what I'm remembering. Max thought I was 30. Oh, you thought we were the same age? That's crazy. 30, huh? All right, I'll take 30. Are you 30 yourself there, Max? Are you 30 years old? Yeah, but I mean, how many times were they going to renovate it though? I mean, if it was falling apart, man, I mean, they had to build a new stadium. I do miss the old stadium. Don't get me wrong. I've been to the old stadium a bunch of freaking times. So, indeed. Oh, 31 in June. Okay. That's what's up, Max. Chua's turning 30. Now, I remember when I turned 30, I was like, whoa. Robert says I don't look 38. Yeah. No, I'm 38. Like I said, I'll be 39 in October. Fenway and Wrigley. It's last time I went out to Chicago, I should have gone out to Wrigley, but I didn't. But that's because I wanted to tour the city, and I was also visiting family there. Maybe next time I go to Chicago, I'll go to Wrigley and then go to the White Sox Stadium as well. 66 for Robert. There you go, dude. Yeah. Now we're talking about ages. Yes, indeed, folks. But I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here. That way I can get ready for the play-by-play. But I do appreciate every single one of you joining, all you guys and gals. You all are great. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's always a good time during the pregame. I hope to see all of you for the play-by-play. I know there's a few of us doing the play-by-play. I know, Max is always doing it. Ace is always doing it. But pop in and say what's up. It would mean a lot to me. I hope, let's continue supporting the channel. Let's continue growing the channel. I would appreciate it. And Bill O, make sure you send me an email, man. I'll be looking for it. But folks in the chat, thank you all for coming on. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, go Yankees. And I'll see you all soon for the play-by-play. And we're out.